I really hate the myth that natural is better.
Okay.
It's kind of, there's been so much innovation done in science in the skincare world to then think I'm just going to rub an avocado on my face and call it a day pisses me off because it's like, your skin's so good at not letting stuff in.
Welcome, everybody, to The Businessman with me, Joel Dommett, and Sherrington, the legend that is. What a guy. Thank you so much for joining us. This is the podcast that follows our incredible journey to creating a wonderful skincare brand. Right, Ben Shepherd?
Right, Joel. Peter Dommett. No, it wasn't Peter, was it?
I thought you said Peter then. I thought that would be an awful middle name. Joel, I'm a bit embarrassed about my middle name, to be honest. Joel Peter Dommett. It was a terrible choice.
It's the gift that just keeps giving.
Yeah, it was Patrick. But
Patrick, sorry.
Yes. No,
I knew it was a P of some sort.
Yeah. My grandfather was called Patrick.
Oh,
yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So you feel it's like a family name.
And he's dead now, actually, Ben, so thank you for bringing it up.
But he's always with us.
How dare you?
If Patrick's here, he's always with us. If you want to catch up on this and more of what we've been going through, and it kind of has meandered like this, do go back to where they get your podcasts, and of course you can subscribe and watch us on the YouTube.
Absolute more.
Right.
I've just had a baby and
You've just had hold on. It's taken 9 months and 3 seconds, but you have finally delivered another Dommett to the world.
There is another Dommett.
How is it?
I'm very tired right now. I don't really know what's going on.
You look great.
Thank you. Fantastic skincare. I'm finding a lot of time to still make sure I do my LED mask.
Yep.
And my I tell you, did you use that collagen mask I gave you?
I haven't used it yet. No. I've been saving it.
You need to use it.
I'm on it.
I am telling you, those collagen masks are a absolute. I will talk about my child in a second. They are a game changer.
The kid's important, but the collagen mask.
It's bananas,
Right.
mate. Especially for someone who does a morning show.
Yes.
I just put it on, and I've said this to you before. Please use it tonight.
I'm going to use it tonight.
Right. So you put it on. If you can cut it if you want, but you've got a whole face.
I've
so
got a
you
whole
put the
face.
whole
I don't
face.
need half face.
Right, and then put your eye mask
Yes.
on in front of it,
Over
on
top.
top of it,
Okay.
to hold it on. This is what I do.
Nice.
Do you have like a
Night mask?
night mask,
Yeah.
sleep mask,
Yeah.
right? So put your sleeping mask on top of it, and because that kind of holds it in. And you wake up in the morning and you just look fresh, like immediately.
That's sensational. Now, as interesting as this is, and I'm going to do it, can we ask about the baby?
He's great. I've called them collagen.
Oh.
Collagen Dommett.
So
Collie for short.
So little Collie is enjoying watching the father.
Yeah.
The little Collie's enjoying watching you with your collagen mask on.
I know. We're having the absolute best time.
How's Wild getting on with it?
He's having a lovely time. It's just so nice to have like this to see him change. I think their relationship is so great. It's fantastic.
We will talk more about the baby in the meantime, but we have got a guest coming in today, Joel.
Oh, yeah.
Tell our listeners and viewers who's joining us.
Absolutely cannot wait for this. He is what is known as, I would say, a skinfluencer.
A skin influencer / skinfluencer.
Absolutely. His name's James Welsh, and I am really excited to sort of pick his ear. Is that a phrase?
Pick his ear.
Is that a phrase?
Pick his nose.
No, what's the phrase where you go like
Pick his brain?
Pick his brain. Can you tell I'm tired? I'm really excited to pick his ear.
I wonder if he's got good ears.
People lend their ear.
They
and
lend their ears,
their,
they pick their brain.
Pick their brain.
Don't lend the brain and pick the ear.
I just go straight. I pick the ears immediately, and he knows everything you need to know about skincare for men, for women, and he has a massive YouTube channel that he reviews loads of brands, and he's fantastic.
He's exactly the sort of person we need on side.
100%, and especially before we start doing product development and stuff like that. Yeah, I think he's a really interesting guy to talk to. He's a skincare expert, content creator, best known. He's sort of a very straight talking YouTube review channel. He's a very prominent sort of voice in the rise of the sort of Korean skincare stuff, which is huge now, especially on like TikTok Shop and stuff like that. It's going to be really, really good. So I'm really excited. Let's get him in.
Let's have a chat.
This episode is brought to you by Samsung, the official tech partner for The Businessmen. Visit samsung.com/business to learn more about the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra Enterprise Edition.
Joel, I know that you're in training for beauty school at the moment. How is it going?
It's going slowly, but it's going good.
Total commitment to the business.
Thank you.
Very impressed, by the way. But of course, you're squeezing this into your very busy schedule whilst on a train or in a coffee shop. How many total strangers do you reckon are fully up to speed on your search history?
Well, I am very much a sharing is caring kind of guy. But I must admit, there are some things the entire carriage does not need to know, Ben.
We'll see. Which is exactly why the new Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra is such a game changer. It features the world's first privacy display on mobile, hiding your full screen from anybody nearby while keeping it crystal clear for you.
That is exactly what I need, Ben Shepherd.
That's why I'm telling you about it. Samsung have got you sorted, Joel Dommett, thanks to the Galaxy S26 Ultra with privacy prioritised. And it's not just for us. Everyone can get fully equipped for business with the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra Enterprise Edition. It comes with a 3-year warranty and next business day doorstep exchange. T's and C's apply. To find out more, visit samsung.com/business.
James, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me. National treasure? How could I not come on this podcast,
Stop
honestly?
it. Well, you could come again.
Thank you.
Already.
Next week, I'm ready.
No one's been this nice about us.
Oh, really?
We started 5 seconds ago. This is...
When Caroline Hyman sat down, she said, right, what are you idiots going to talk to me
Yeah,
about?
exactly.
She means business all the time. Purely business.
She knows us very well.
She does.
We prefer your approach. Thank you.
James, I can tell already that after this is the first time we've ever met, but I can tell we're going to be friends. I just can feel it, because I feel like I'm very much at the beginning of my obsession with skincare, and having someone to be able to share that with and throw products back and forth and ideas and stuff like that. I don't like me and Ben obviously do it, but I feel like we are going to be messaging each other a lot.
Proper professional.
You're a professional.
I'm just obsessed. I'm professionally obsessed.
Yes.
Yeah, and have been for so long.
And where did the professional obsession start and how?
I think with like every kind of skincare influencer, it's having terrible skin. What's considered bad skin, right? I think when we're 13, 14, we all kind of have acne. Back in those days, in the 90s, you put on some terrible like medication for it that just dries you the out.
Yeah.
Then that's all that, as long as it's gone, you're fine. But they don't tell you how to deal with everything after.
No.
So dark spots, really dry skin. So my obsession with skincare kind of happened just because I wanted to find out what could work for my skin. What other ingredient is going to be that miracle ingredient that's going to heal my skin and make it more even, make it less oily, etc., etc. And then from there, it was just...
It's really interesting. That's exactly what Trini said, isn't it? Bad skin as a teenager, got her obsessed with it. Nick Taylor, of course, 47 Skin, someone who grew up with bad skin, and it was a sort of a product that his grandmother sent him, and it just transformative, just in terms of it's what you're living with as a teenager that gets you into it. Joel and I sort of slightly different, or certainly my story, just in terms of working in an industry where my skin was suddenly really important to the job, just in terms of it sort of being under lights, being under heat and looking after it. And you suddenly realise, with a few small steps, it makes such a difference.
Yeah, it's really rewarding. I think that's part of the obsession as well, is once you see the differences that skincare and a bit of makeup as well can make, it's like, oh, what can I do? What else? Like, what else can I do? What's the other new ingredient that's going to change this or do that? So yeah, you do really get into it, and you kind of want to educate yourself a lot more as well.
So you review a lot of products.
Yes.
What to you when you're reviewing a product? What are you sort of things are you going through? What's your red flags? What do you hate? What do you love?
I think the reviewing process is so tough, first of all, because your skin has a cycle system that you kind of have to keep up with. So it's going to take time before you see results from certain products, right? So any actives really, cleansers cleanse, toners will tone. But there's things like serums, treatment stages, chemical exfoliants. So I kind of had to work around, trying to use one product at a time, which is why my content has kind of shifted more towards commentary on the industry. So I can test these other products and give them a fair amount of time. But really, it's knowing that I have rosacea. I have maturing combination skin now. Now I'm going towards my 40s. I kind of have to know I've spent a lot of time testing products, so I know what works and what doesn't.
Yeah.
So if there's anything that I don't recognize, anything that is maybe too new and a little bit gimmicky, I kind of let it slide. I kind of see what other people are thinking about at first. I don't rush into reviewing stuff anymore. I'm not in my 20s anymore. My skin doesn't recover like it used to.
Yeah.
So I think nowadays, especially as I go into my 40s, I'm looking for reliable products. I don't care about the gimmicky ingredients anymore. As fun as they are and as fun as they make content, I want something that's reliable and has kind of stood the test of time.
Yeah. And how long do you give something when you do review it? Do you give it enough time, or do you know immediately whether something's going to work for your skin or whether it's awful or bad?
Yeah.
It's such a difficult thing to review skincare.
It is really difficult. I'm finding myself working a lot with the same brands nowadays because I've used their products. I've been using them for like 5 years. I know they work. With newer products, it's either a first impression or I have given it, depending on what it is, up to 2 months to see if it works for me. So it takes a long time.
Yeah.
It is worth it, and it's worth building that trust of your audience as well.
Completely.
It's such an important factor, the trust bit, isn't it? But also the market that we're looking at sort of want to make their decisions much quicker than 2 months. They ain't as patient as you.
No.
That's something that we're
finding it really difficult.
wrestling with.
Yeah.
Well, I think just generally, the men's skincare market we're realizing more and more how different it is to the women's skincare market.
Yeah.
And what men want is very different to women, but also a lot of men's skincare is bought by women for their husbands, for their boyfriends.
Yes.
And so it's trying to appeal to a lot of different people in this journey, I think.
What's your take on the men's skincare range and world?
It's really tough because I feel like there is a gap in the market. I really feel there is. There are amazing brands like Bulldog who do such a good job. But the amount of men's skincare that we see, and even makeup for men, I don't know a lot about makeup, but I feel like everything's dumbed down for men. And it really surprised me because we were literally just talking about running before we started recording. I don't run, I don't do exercise. But it baffles me because I feel like men like this kind of like optimization in their life. I like counting macros and weights or whatever happens in the gym. Yeah, there's this kind of like, there's this whole
quantitative drivers.
Yeah, and I don't know why that doesn't reflect in skincare. I don't know whether because they can't track it, like tracking their progress, I think might be a great thing for them. But I mean, it goes back to like advertising, really, always being directed to women. But it just baffles me because I'm like, why would you not want to like optimize your face? You're doing it with your body. Why do you not go to that?
They put so much time and effort into making yourself look great with the shirt off. Why are you not doing the head up?
Yeah.
Why are you not doing the bicep curls for the cheekbones?
Do you know what I mean? Is it because though we're not talking about people that track macros, that go to the gym, really sort of put time and effort in? They will be looking after their face, whereas the majority of men that aren't will still play football. They'll still want to run. They'll still be healthy. They'll play golf, but that's not considered vain. We had this conversation a lot.
So
vanity is this. Unfortunately, it's become this thing that we I grew up with in the 80s and 90s, which it was considered really bad. Like, you can't look after yourself. You couldn't talk about your hair. You couldn't talk about your clothes. All your mates would endlessly take the mick out of you if you did, because you're too fussy, you're too vain. Whereas now we understand actually you're just looking after your health and well-being. So if you look great in the morning, you feel great. You can go about your day and do the best job you could possibly do. You can be the best dad. You can be the best partner. You can be the best at work because you've got a confidence about it. I think maybe there's the sort of, so it's okay to play football, to play rugby, to play golf, to run around and get hot and sweat with your mates without having to sort of really drill down into the minutiae of it.
Yeah. I think like what you're saying about the instant results, I think people automatically link instant results to makeup. I think with the kind of innovation we've seen in skincare, that's not so much the case anymore. There are so many products that give kind of like this instant effect to your skin whilst working in the background to give you that effect long term. Is it too late to get out product?
No, never too early.
Products out.
Very much. I'm not sponsored by these brands. I just
This is lovely though.
This would be absolutely fine if you were.
I'm going to show you this. This is Korean.
Yes.
And
See, this is what I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
I'm so obsessed with Korean skincare.
Yeah.
We do a lot with the amazing Nadine Bagger, and she cannot speak highly enough about the skincare coming out of. We love the
so
Bagger.
insane.
Yes.
What's happening there?
Yes, it's crazy. I mean, especially now. Sorry, before I get this out. K-beauty kind of used to be like this underground little secret, right? Like, what's Asia doing? Everybody like, oh, Asia's secret to like good skin. And now because of TikTok, it has blown up. And it has kind of taken a weird turn. It used to be very much about like innovation and results driven. And now because of TikTok Shop, it's very much like, what does this look like?
Yes.
What can we do to visually impress people before showing them the result? So it's all about textures now.
Yeah.
A few gimmicks here and there, like this product here, which is an eye cream. Eye cream with the most
quite hard
packaging
to
to open. Yeah. Here we go. So.
Oh, wow. Oh, hold on. It's like a syringe.
It's made to look like a syringe. It's got nothing to do with injectables whatsoever. But this is an eye cream. And what I love about this one, we're talking about those instant results. And I know you've been talking about like a tinted under eye cream.
Yeah, or tinted eye, skincare, moisturizer or something.
The thing is with those, is I don't know much about makeup at all, is I can either find it too orange or I can find it like a little bit too pale. I can never seem to get the right kind of thing. This has ceramides in which are reflective. So when you put it on, you kind of get this immediate payoff of like it's almost like light reflects off the under eye. So there's no color in it whatsoever. Feel free to like pump it out and squeeze it.
I love
So you get this immediate payoff.
You put it straight on your eye?
I would put it on your finger first because it's quite rich and heavy. So only like a little bit. Might take a few pumps at first. Is it locked? It looks expensive, but it's K-Beauty, so it's affordable.
That's great.
Which is one of the reasons K-Beauty came so...
Totally.
I mean, there's what's not to love about that.
They've actually just changed the packaging now because everyone was like, a syringe. So they have changed it.
That's fun.
This is so cool.
But you'll see like an immediate lighting effects. That might be a bit much.
Oh dear.
Right. You might be right.
Is it
It's a lot.
Yeah,
It's a lot.
Yeah. I have a mirror.
Oh, that's good.
This is great.
Here we go. Oh, God, it's so grubby.
I'm like fully in. I'm loving using retinols right now.
Oh, amazing. So this has a tiny amount in that's like safer under the eyes.
And the NAD stuff is really big right now.
It is, but it's kind of more like a gimmicky marketing.
That's what I was going to say. Does it work?
NAD?
No, not on top of the skin.
What is NAD?
Oh, God. I
don't know what it stands for.
PDRN, NAD, they're all kind of injectable treatments that are big area that now brands are trying to say you get the same effect, but it's not. It's basically all plumping. So you've got like a kind of like lighter kind of under eye.
Yeah, it does. It's really like it's.
I need lighter under eye as well, James.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm struggling.
It's like
Joel
brighter.
likes to point out the only part of me that's failing is my eyes.
Then over
it's true.
time,
It looks like almost you put concealer in the corner, but you haven't.
without it being a colour. So you
Yeah.
then don't have to go into...
I can see that. It took my glasses. Now I can see it.
Yeah.
So then you don't have to go into like colour complexion, which is a whole other like
That's really
category in its own.
But that is that. They've changed the packaging, but it's a fun sort of gimmicky bigger packaging. Isn't it?
I would say it also helps with dosaging as well, though, because you do one little squeeze and it comes out, which is often a problem with eye creams, retinols, any kind of product. It's nice to have packaging that is maybe a little bit fun, but also serves the purpose of like one squeeze is how much I need.
For men, what would be the basics that you would recommend skincare wise?
So if you're going to do anything, it has to be a sunscreen. Nothing's worth it if you're not doing a sunscreen.
Yeah.
You could have your whole routine put together. You could be using all the best scientifically proven stuff. But then if you're stepping out in the sun, pollution, anything like that, you're not using a sunscreen. It's just not worth it. There's no point. Especially after the age of like 25 up, I guess you can say, where elastin collagen just isn't doing what it used to do. It's not producing as much as it used to. Then going out and it's just destroying it even further. So sunscreen for sure. Most sunscreens are like moisturizers nowadays. So you don't need the moisturizer. So I have a really controversial one that a lot of experts don't like, and that is a toner. So we're not talking exfoliating toners. We're talking about just... Bear with me. Here we go. Same brand. Hydrating toners.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so
because
this is...
toners usually completely dry you out.
Yes. So we're used to growing up with astringent toners.
Yes.
So they're like clean and clear. Clinique, your three-step system. And they are so alcohol heavy. And alcohol isn't always bad in skincare. But in those products, they were. They were drying. They were packed full of chemical exfoliants without us even really knowing what they were at the time. And we were told to use them daily, which is insane. Like absolutely insane. So the K-beauty philosophy is kind of built around being gentle and hydrating your skin. So toners and essences, same brand, same kind of ceramide, shiny technology, just all over your face. But hydration can give such a nice immediate and long-term effect of temporary plumping out the skin for as long as you are using that toner. So fine lines, you're not going to see a huge difference, but fine lines can plump out. And your skin functions well when it's hydrated.
And so what I struggle with toners is, where do I put that in my routine?
Right after cleansing on dry skin. So it's almost like skincare prep for your skin.
Right. So where I would classically use an exfoliant.
Yes.
I've just dribbled a little bit onto the back of my hand, and it does feel hydrating.
It's like soft, right?
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
really
yeah.
soft.
Yeah. So then you get that all over your skin. It helps soften your skin. It helps give it that like dewy glow and shine that like K-beauty's known for, but a lot of people are after nowadays. And it's just well hydrated skin makes such a huge difference.
Would you do, because you obviously don't exfoliate every day. I would do that like 3 days a week or something like that.
Yeah.
Would you do this on the days off of the exfoliant?
Every day I would do it after exfoliant. So if you're using chemical exfoliant, I would let that dry down and then
It's
use
nice.
that.
Compare it.
It's nice. Feels like you're about to do a magic trick with two. Which hand is it? This one. Oh my God!
Do you know what's really interesting, actually? There's a K-beauty technique called the 7 skin method, but I do a 4 skin method, which...
Well, it's perfect for us.
I was going to send my mum this podcast. I might not. It sounds a bit... So that's 4 layers of toner, just very gently patted into the skin, just to extra boost the hydration in your skin. And there's another kind of trend at the moment called skin flooding, which is flooding your skin with hydration. And the effects that people are having, which is plumping out that skin, reversing the signs of aging because you're doing that, is so good. It's not a retinol, but as long as you're using it, it can really help with that hydration level of your skin.
And again, we had a fantastic guest on who was talking about skincare, and he was saying basically the only thing that definitely works for skin is a retinol, which that's something you would
100%,
also
yeah. So there are a lot of things that can help reduce the appearance of, which is what everything else does. Retinol is like scientifically proven.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is though, I can't use retinol because of my rosacea. Like it sends my skin off the charts. It goes so bad. So I rely on these kind of like temporary fixes almost to kind of like help give that appearance that I've been doing the most to my skin, that I've been using like a retinoid for a long time. I did try tretinoin and it's just too much for my skin. Yeah. So it's not for everyone, but a lot of people use it very successfully.
Again, it's like, it's just trying different stuff and then trying to figure it out and see whether it, what works, what doesn't. It's everyone is very different.
Very different.
So it's difficult to go like, this is the best thing ever when it might not be the best thing ever.
Because what we want to make the brand accessible to people of all different skincare types, or skin types, and interest in skin as well, and skincare.
I mean, I'd say you're very safe with your cleanse, moisturize, eye cream, even sunscreen. But I know it takes so long.
Long time for sunscreen.
Yeah. Most brands don't launch with a sunscreen unless they have that big conglomerate backing behind them. But yeah, with the basics, you're good. You're good to launch with that. Then everyone's kind of covered, I feel.
What do you think then, James? Because there seems to be quite a lot of myths about skincare. What do you think are the most important myths to bust for people?
I really hate the myth that natural is better.
Okay.
It's kind of, there's been so much innovation done in science in the skincare world to then think I'm just going to rub an avocado on my face and call it a day pisses me off because it's like your skin's so good at not letting stuff in. Right?
Yeah.
There's another myth that our skin absorbs 60% of whatever we put on it, whatever. That's not true. We'd be a sponge, right? We wouldn't be able to shower. But there's this like appeal to nature fallacy, I believe it's called, where people presume because it's nature, it's better. Your skin doesn't know. Your skin doesn't know if it's hyaluronic acid from a natural source or hyaluronic acid made in a lab. It's all going to work the same. But that's because the industry kind of lent towards this like clean beauty, kind of like, especially in the early 2000s, where it was basically brands scaring you into thinking parabens were going to kill you. Sunscreen's going to kill your kids. You better use like a normal, unhealthier version of a sunscreen. Yeah. And I feel it does more damage than good, especially when we are talking about children. I think that's when the sunscreen one bothers me so much because, as you probably know from making a brand, sunscreen is so heavily regulated. Yeah. You can't just whip anything out and call it a day. So seeing these people using cow fat on their kids as an alternative to sunscreen is terrifying.
Yeah.
So the natural is better terrifies me, and I genuinely think it's dangerous.
This episode of The Businessmen is sponsored by Wealthify.
Joel, did you know that in the UK, a whopping 10.7 million adults are too busy or confused to think about their pension?
Can I admit that I am almost definitely one of those adults, Ben?
You're in luck, though, Joel, because Wealthify have made it so simple to take control of your pension with confidence. Their team of investment experts manage your pension so you can make the most of your time. What will you do with all that time, Joel?
With that spare time, Ben, I'd learn how to backflip.
And Joel, Wealthify are backed and owned by Aviva, and they've been voted best pension provider at the Your Money Awards 2 years running.
What?
So if, like Joel, you're looking to turn pension confusion into clarity, then take the tiring out of retiring. Do you like what we did there?
I love
With
that.
the Wealthify pension, open yours at wealthify.com. And if you deposit or transfer into their pension, you could earn between £50 and £1,000 in cashback. Wealthify is authorised and regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority.
T's and C's and minimum investments apply. Registration closes on the 31st of May 2026. With investing, your capital is at risk.
Well, look, James, we need influencers.
Yes.
Don't we?
Yes.
We
Yes, we
definitely
do.
need influencers, especially because if we're going to sell through TikTok Shop,
Mm-hmm.
which has become such a massive marketplace
Yes.
for skincare. So how do we get makeup influencers, not just makeup influencers, but influencers, full stop, that review products, to pick up our products, give it a go, and then sort of sell it to their followers and their following?
There's so many routes you can go down.
All
So
right.
I'll start with one that's probably not the easiest, but probably the most accessible is UGC creators.
UGC.
So they kind of just create an advert for you. So they're not necessarily an influencer known for their personality. People don't have that emotional attachment to them, but you can send them your product. They'll make you an advert. They don't have to pretend they've used it. They'll just introduce it, explain the texture, for example, say what the claims are. They'll send you an advert that you could basically use as you like, as you wish, kind of thing. A lot of them do have their own terms and conditions, like have a year's usage, that kind of stuff. But you're essentially paying for a more affordable influencer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's
some
just
of them
an
are very
everyday
good,
person,
though.
right?
An everyday person.
Yeah.
Some of them are very good. I might charge a little bit more. Or you can then gift influencer stuff, which I think is something you'll have to do as a brand.
For sure.
Every brand is gifting nowadays. And sit back and hope that someone picks it up and reviews the product. What I would say massively helps with that is if a brand sends me a product and they've written me, not so much a note, it doesn't mean like handwritten, but on a bit of paper saying, we know your videos. We know this is your take on like the skincare
Totally.
world. This is why we think you might like our products. I love just products in a padded envelope through the door with a little note, not these huge PR kits. And
Okay,
it's too much.
interesting.
It's too much.
Something a bit more personal.
Something
It's a
where
bit more
you know it's
personal.
been said. We were speaking to Will
Yeah.
Best about this. He's got a drinks company, and something that feels a bit more personal. We get sent bits stuff all the time, bits and bobs, and so I really like to know. I think I know the difference between something that's been sent by a PR company or something that's been sent personally by and it really makes a difference.
It
That
does.
little personal note that goes like, I really have not picked many people to sort of do that, but I really love you guys. And it just makes them feel like accountable to
Yeah.
post it also.
Exactly. And it makes you think, oh, actually, this product might genuinely be beneficial for me,
Yeah.
rather than it just being one of hundreds of products
Yes.
that comes through a week. Or you can pay influencers.
Okay.
And depending on who you pay, it can get very, very expensive. But I think nowadays, especially with TikTok and the way the TikTok algorithm works, they don't have to be the biggest, most followed influencer in order for that video to pick up traction. So you get an influencer who's on like 5,000 followers up to 1 million, and you could have more success with a person like 5,000 followers. It just depends their opening hook. Foreskin is a great opening hook, first of all.
Well, that's
It's like
why
a
we've
great-
used it in the first place,
exactly.
right?
So it works marketing wise. It makes sense, right? It can get very expensive. And then I hate to say this because I am an influencer, but there is that instant distrust with influencers too. Because I think people now know the influencer industry has become, especially on TikTok, because they don't have the AdSense that YouTube does. AdSense? Yeah, so you can't just post and make money no matter what you say. On TikTok, they don't really have that. So you have to rely on sponsorship. So people are, I figured out in my comments, less willing to believe advertisements in TikTok than they are on YouTube.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, but it's part of everyday life now. People scroll through, and if you have a following that really like you and really trust your
engaged,
opinion,
yeah.
it doesn't matter if it's sponsored. They're gonna trust your opinion,
They'll
which is the
enjoy
kind of influencer you want to go for.
Okay, so that sort of influencer. And what about if Joel and I make a TikTok video ourselves, which I'm sure we will do. I don't know if you saw the advert that Joel put together.
I
Okay.
did.
So you get a sense of the tone of what it's going to be like.
I get it. I like it. It's gonna go good, I think. Yeah.
What is the secret of making a great hooky TikTok advert or video that people clip that people are going to really engage and then share and sort of
The first thing you need is that hook. You need that kind of like, what the fuck moment. Like, what is
Yeah.
that? And I think that's why a lot of brands are going for these textural shots now. You see a lot of people put product and they're like doing that as like slimy, which I personally hate because it has become more about how it looks rather than actual performance. But you need that kind of like, what the fuck is going on moment straight out. I call it clickbait to educate. So you kind of like draw them in, clickbait a little bit with something a little bit misleading, but then tell them what that was about and what the product is. Well, but it has to be quick and to the point because it's TikTok. People are scrolling.
They really like smooth past immediately. Like it's so insane the drop off compared to Instagram, for instance.
Oh, it's like 3 seconds, isn't it, or something?
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's like I've got a friend who's a really incredible influencer. He's so brilliant. He's massive on Instagram. He's actually got a load of followers on TikTok as well, but he has to re-edit his videos for TikTok because the attention span is so much quicker. So he gets really frustrated because he loves to like draw out the story and then have a really great big punchline. But on TikTok, what he does is he puts the punchline at the top. And then, so like, he puts the punchline
to understand what it meant.
Yeah. So you have to put your joke first. I think it's really fascinating. This is really interesting. I think this is why I like. Hopefully, what we've always wanted to sort of create is this great brand that really works and really makes sure that we get it right in terms of formulation and the products. But I just think we're approaching it with a bit of fun. And that is something that I think is really missing from the skincare industry. There's nothing that I really look at that like pokes a bit of fun at it all, and they can put up those adverts that I think is really interesting and funny and stupid and silly. But hopefully at some point, or also tell them, I promise you this works.
That's the thing. As long as you've got that science behind you, then you've got this good middle ground of not being too gimmicky that you're going to maybe go viral, sell a load of shit on TikTok Shop, and then not be seen. Like if you want to be that kind of like, what's the word? Like iconic brand that's like around for years and years and years, you might not want to go viral. And I know that sounds crazy, but once you go viral, you become a trend and then you're gone kind of thing. And we've seen that with a lot of brands, especially Korean brands like CosRX, Snail Mucin. I don't know if you've seen that, but that was a whole campaign that ran 2 years ago and nobody really talks about them anymore. So they probably sold a shit ton of product, but like, where are they now? You know, and you want to
got bought.
They, for like
$14 million.
They've probably done great actually. But it's like, do you want to stick around and be like one of those legacy brands, or do you want to make a lot of money? Then maybe sell off to someone. It's up to you. But TikTok's very good, especially TikTok Shop. People are experiencing sales on their first day like they wouldn't have been able to anywhere else. So it's very easy to make money. It just depends. It's not all about, you know, whether you're a brand or an influencer or, you know, calling yourself a brand. I feel like going viral can be one of the worst things that can happen to you.
That's interesting.
Because then you're just seen and gone, you know?
What do you think about our name?
When I first heard it, I was like, are they sure? Like, is that the right thing to do? But it's great because it's for skin. Like, it's for skin. And like I said, my influencer brain started ticking. I was like, this is my opening hook. Like, this is what I can, the jokes I can make about... kind of getting my hands on your skin.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? I was just thinking all these things like, this is what we can do. It's great. And then just hoping that the products are there as well. So you got that opening hook that's hilarious, but you're like, oh my God, these products are actually really fucking good and they're going to work.
And that's it. I think it's so difficult to make noise these days. There is so much stuff, especially in skincare. There is just so much stuff, great stuff as well. So why would you buy our product? Like, why would you do that? And I think finding, you know, an interesting hook, just getting a bit of... Just a bit of attention to start off, a reaction is something now. And as long as you deliver, I think it's really important. Should we show you some of our branding ideas?
Can I please see
what you think and see how you feel about it? Okay, right, James, we're going to just show you what logo we've gone with. The colour palette is potentially going to change.
Okay.
So it's more about the logo than it is about... the actual colours of it.
Okay.
So we briefed Ella, our designer, with the motivation for the brand, what we wanted the brand to feel like, to look like. So when it's on a shelf in a shop, or as you've described already, when it's on the shelf in someone's bathroom cabinet, they'll feel excited about it. This is the one that the community went for.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
No, I like that.
Yes, James.
That feels like
this is to give it
nice and clean without it being too like pharmaceutical, but it's got like a sciencey edge without being too science. Do you know what I mean? Sterile. That's the word.
It's like fun science.
That's nice. Yeah. I also like I know you said colours will change, but I like the idea of having like green
I
cleansers,
like
for
the
example,
green
like
too.
different, so then you could expand. So like yellows can be your moisturisers, greens can be the. Do you mean like different?
Yep.
That's a good idea. Well done, community. Good pick.
Good pick.
I like that.
We can rely on them.
I think
They
it's
know
great.
our foreskin really well.
I think it's colourful.
It's gonna work every time.
It's gonna
work every time.
Man, I'm
every
telling
time.
you, it doesn't get worse.
It doesn't. No. It just gets
doesn't
better.
get worse.
That's such a relief as well, by the way, that James
That
said
is such a relief. Oh my god. You can tell us afterwards if you think it's shit.
No, I like it. Genuinely like it. I just want to say, I think the skincare world for men at the moment, the for men industry, is kind of dull at the moment. And people always ask me why I haven't launched a skincare brand. It's because I don't need to. Like everything I like and want and I'm looking for is out there. But I see a space for this, and you don't usually see that with celebrity or influencer launches. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how you do, because I feel like for skincare for men is either very serious or it's links, and it's very much like nothing's improved, or it's very, very expensive.
Yes.
So I feel like there's a space for this, and I hope everybody else thinks there is, and I'm looking
Really
forward to seeing where
appreciate it,
this
James.
sits. Like I'm genuinely interested to see how
Just
this goes.
quickly, have you ever invested in a skincare brand, James? Just asking for a friend.
No, not even my own. It's too. I don't envy you, is what I would say.
Yeah.
I feel like you're launching in a time when there are so many skincare brands, and every successful skincare brand is then launching another skincare brand under a different name to kind of like monopolize on that. So definitely don't envy you. I hope it goes really well. Like I said, there's definitely a space for this, but I feel like it's a very competitive time.
If you were to say we launched with 3 products, almost certainly a cleanser should be in there. That's a given. Some form of moisturizer should be in there. In the future, they would probably be mixed with an SPF, maybe. So that's 2 products taken up. That final product, if you were to pick any third product for men, would you say toner? Would you say serum? You had to. It's like a desert island situation. You had these 3 products for as many men as possible. What would be that third product?
I love my toners, but I think it has to be an eye cream.
Yes.
And it has to be because it's a mix of that instant payoff that people want to see, that you want for the brand, but also is genuinely so helpful. And I think people look at and think, oh shit, that's made such a huge difference. I feel like you got your 2 base products and you need that one kind of like hero product that people are going to know your brand for. Yeah. And I think you could do that with an eye cream.
I think that third product is really important for us. Whatever it is we pick, and I think eye cream is certainly the one.
Yeah.
But I think that third product is going to be that one that gives us that legitimacy, because like everyone knows that you're going to have a cleanser, everyone knows you're going to have a moisturizer, but whatever that final product is, I think people are going to look at you in a different way depending on what product you pick. Because I'm not saying we do this, but if you were to pick like a retinol or like something like that, people would be like, oh, Ben and John know what a fucking retinol is. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it brings you into a different bracket, I think.
Yeah. I think especially with treatments like serums, it's also a little too personal.
Yes.
Unless you launch something very boring and bland like a hyaluronic acid serum. But every brand has that. No one's going to be going out shopping for a new one.
And there's so much stuff out there. It's like, I just think that's not the way to forward. But it's.
I think a good before and after works so well online as well.
Doesn't it?
So well. That Peter Thomas Roth eye cream, I think you were talking about, the one that literally lightens your skin.
Yes.
So you see that instant before and after. That went viral because of that before and after.
Insane.
And people couldn't believe it was real. Like that's
You don't believe
it's real. Like online looks like a filter, but it does what it does. It's temporary, but it works, and I think that's what you need.
Impact.
You know?
Never looked tired again, thanks to Joel and Ben.
Yes. Come on. James, listen, it's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing all of your knowledge with us and with all of our listeners. Get in touch with James. Do you want to share your Instagram handles and all of that stuff? Or your TikTok?
James_S_Welsh on all platforms, and just James Welsh on YouTube.
I love that.
James, thank you for spoiling us with these products as well.
I got one each for both of you.
Oh,
so you can take them home and play around with them.
Are we actually able to? Oh my God, I love that.
Like the ambassador.
This is the best.
With these products, you are spoiling us. Thank you. It's been an absolute treat to get your brilliance and your expertise.
Thank you,
That's not all from James, though. If you'd like to get more from him, he's going to head over to our Patreon to talk more things YouTube. Make sure you sign up to our Patreon, patreon.com/thebusinessmen. It's completely free. You need to subscribe. There's tons of videos from all of our guests. And as James has said, some amazing guests that we've had come into The Businessmen, and it's been a delight to add another brilliant one in you, James. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you. This was so much fun. I don't usually get to talk about skincare like this, so this was a good time. Thank you.
Yes,
and good
mate.
luck. Oh my God, good luck.
Thank you. We'll be in touch.
We'll be sending you our foreskin.
So, yes, we
Every
will.
time it works. It's never going to get old.
Never get boring. We love you, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was the incredible James Welsh. What a guy.
And like, besides being brilliant, it's always lovely when they bring us presents, isn't it?
Oh, it is fantastic. I cannot wait to take that Korean beauty stuff home. It's
Thank you, James, for spoiling us with your stuff.
It's so exciting, isn't it? It's good that he liked the logo too.
One of the things, for somebody who has got such vast experience in skincare, but men's skincare as well, as we say, he doesn't get to talk about men's skincare a lot. For him to sort of give us such a positive response to the idea of what we're trying to do, but also it's quite a relief when you show someone what the choice is of the logo.
Yeah.
And you get a positive response to that too.
Well, I also think, when you think about what this podcast has done, I think, yes, we're building this community and it's really nice and it's great for us generally just to chat and hang out. But I think a huge thing that we've benefited from with this podcast is talking to Trini, talking to Caroline Hirons, talking to people like James. I think it's really, that is knowledge and information that people would pay thousands for.
Priceless.
And also just getting them on board in terms of like getting them knowledgeable about our journey and what we're trying to do, instead of just sending them products and them just ignoring them. Like we've now sat down with him for an hour and chatted to him. And so now if we send him he would more likely review it, and it goes on YouTube and it just builds. And in terms of the knowledge that he's giving us so we can then build the best product for the people, I think is really important.
I think that point he made as well about personalizing what we're going to send to people to show them so they can start talking about it with a personalized letter.
100%.
So it's not just a generic, here you go, we thought you'd like some of our products.
Totally.
It's like, do you know what, James? Here's the products we talked about. This is why we've done it where it is. Whoever we send them to, I think that's a really, really smart thing to do.
Yeah. Basically, you've got to make people feel bad if they give it to their parents.
Cousins.
Yeah.
How's your handwriting though? Because I can't. Mine's rubbish.
So I don't know. I honestly haven't. I don't think I've written anything in 10 years. I don't. My wife does the business class.
Has Wild learned any letters yet?
We're in the age now with Wild where he'll draw on cards to we go oh Wild, can you sign this, and then he'll just he'll do some drawings and stuff. But sometimes he doesn't want to do drawing, and I'll be honest. Sometimes I squiggle all over a piece of card.
You pretend it was him.
And I pretend it's him.
I think that's exactly what we need to do.
I just take a crayon, I just go mental, and I go oh, look at the shapes
Wild
that Wild.
In fact, we're sitting here talking about your children. You've got another baby at home.
I've got to go.
Do subscribe on YouTube and listen and follow us wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you for spending a bit of time with us with the brand new baby.
It's very exciting. With my brand new babies, that is my new child, and for skin. They're both babies of mine.
So as you can understand, Joel is going to go off and be a brilliant dad and wonderful, attentive husband.
Try my best.
And so for a while, I'm going to be holding down the fort on my own. But you will check in with us, won't you?
Of course.
And maybe we'll squeeze out a little bit of you digitally online.
Oh, yeah.
Join us for some of the chats that we're going to have.
Definitely. I'm very much around.
Love that. So why will be back next week for more businessmen, and we will have an update from all the dommets in the house.
Yeah, and thank you so much for holding the fort while I'm away. I genuinely appreciate it. It's very
better that than the baby because, do you know what I mean?
Come on.
I ain't changing no nappies.